Twitch and YouTube on Restream. Generally speaking, they seem to have updated the UI of Restream a bit, but they're not properly receiving you for some reason.
Oh. Well, it said that yesterday and then it did.
Alright, fine. While Restream gets you, Twitch seems to be connected already, and people on YouTube are saying hello, so you're fine. And unfortunately, Ralph was not the first. At least on YouTube, Potato arrived earlier. I'm sorry. You lost.
So who have we got?
We have got Alfie, Blazing Gale, Potato, Ralph, and Alfie again.
So hello to Alfie, hello Dennis, and hello... who else?
Alfie again.
Potato. Hello,
what?
Potato.
No, clearly Alfie again was more important than Potato, who, by the way, is apparently fat, I've just found out. It's alright, Potato. She has seen it. There's no reason to flaunt it all around again.
Oh, you should stick it in chat.
Did she say hello to the spotted cow?
Hello, spotted cow.
Did she notice that Alfie was scared by me having a voice?
No.
Well, now you know. If anything, Potato, you clearly called yourself fat. Again, there's nothing wrong with a fat potato. They're usually better than the other potatoes. I hate peeling small potatoes.
I like my chips fat.
Well, yeah, that's a completely different topic. Say hello to Vladdy.
Hello, Vladdy. Let's just see where we were. I'm not sure, but I think we might have...
Are you sure?
Ah, no, did we go? You will take your place as the rightful queen of Mournhold.
I told you. We'll get ready for stories.
Yeah, so story time. Hi, Vladdy. Did I say hello to Vladdy already?
Yes, you did.
And hello, Jim. Right. Yeah, so it ended with you will take your place as the rightful queen of Mournhold. Symmachus explained that this had been his and Tiber Septim's plan for her all along, that Mournhold, which had been under military rule for the dozen or so years since she had been away, was gradually to be returned to civilian government, under the Empire's guidance, of course, and as part of the imperial province of Morrowind. But why was I sent to Darkmoor? Baron Zaire asked, hardly believing anything she'd just been told. For safekeeping, naturally. Why did you run away? Baron Zaire shrugged. I saw no reason to stay. I should have been told. You would have been by now. I had in fact sent for you to be removed to the Imperial City to spend some time as part of the Emperor's household. But of course you had, shall we say, absconded by then. As for your destiny, it should be, and should have been, quite obvious to you. Tiber Septim does not keep those he has no use for, and what else could you be that would be of use to him? I know nothing of him, nor for that matter of you. Then know this. Tiber Septim rewards friends and foes alike according to their deserts. Baron Zaire chewed on that for a few moments. Straw has deserved well of me and has never done anyone any harm. He is not a member of the Thieves' Guild. He came along to protect me. He earns our keep by running errands. And he... Symmachus waved her impatiently to silence. I know all about Straw, he said, and about Theris. He stared at her intently. So, what would you do? She took a deep breath. Straw wants a little farm. If I'm to be rich, then I would like for one to be given to him. Very well. He seemed astonished at this, and then pleased. Done. He shall have it. And Theris. He betrayed me, Baron Zaire said coldly. Theris should have told her what risks the jobs entailed. Besides, he pushed her right into their enemy's arms in an attempt to save himself. Not a man to be rewarded. Not, in fact, a man to be trusted. Yes, and? Well, he should be made to suffer for it, shouldn't he? That seems reasonable. What form should said suffering take? Baron Zaire balled her hands into fists. She would have liked to beat and claw at the Khajiit herself, but considering the turn events had taken, that didn't seem very queenly. A whipping. Would 20 stripes be too many, do you think? I don't want to do him any permanent injury, you understand, just teach him a lesson. Aye, of course. Symmachus grinned at this. Then his features suddenly set and became serious. It shall be done, your highness, my lady Queen Baronziah of Mournhold. Then he bowed to her, a sweeping, courtly, ridiculously wonderful bow. Baronziah's heart leapt. She spent 2 days at Symmachus's apartment, during which she was kept very busy. There was a dark elven woman named Dreliane, who saw to her needs, although she did not exactly seem a servant, since she took her meals with them, nor did she seem to be Symmachus's wife or lover. Dreliane looked amused when Baronziah asked her about it. She simply said she was in the general's employ and did whatever was asked of her. With Dreliane's assistance, several fine gowns and pairs of shoes were ordered for her, plus a riding habit and boots, along with other small necessities. Baronziah was given a room to herself. Symmachus was out a great deal. She saw him at most meal times, but he said little about himself or what he had been doing. He was cordial and polite, quite willing to converse on most subjects, and seemed interested in anything she had to say. Dreliane was much the same. Baronziah found them pleasant enough, but hard to get to know, as Katisha would have put it. She felt an odd twinge of disappointment. These were the first dark elves with whom she'd associated closely. She had expected to feel comfortable with them, to feel at last that she belonged somewhere, with somebody, as part of something. Instead, she found herself yearning for her Nordic friends, Katisha and Straw. When Symmachus told her they were to set out for the Imperial City on the morrow, she asked if she could say goodbye to them. Katisha, he asked. Aye. But then, I suppose I owe her something. It was who led me to you by telling me of a lonely dark elven girl named Berry who needed elven friends, and who sometimes dressed as a boy. She has no association with the Thieves' Guild, apparently, and no one associated with the Thieves' Guild seems to know your true identity, save Theris. That is well. I prefer that your former guild membership not be made public knowledge. Please speak of it to no one, your highness. Such a past does not become an imperial queen. No one knows but Straw and Theris, and they won't tell anyone. No. He smiled a curious little smile. No, they won't. He didn't know that Katisha knew then, but still, there was something about the way he said it. Straw came to their apartment on the morning of their departure. They were left alone in the salon, although Baronziah knew that other elves were within earshot. He looked drawn and pale. They hugged one another silently for a few minutes. Straw's shoulders were shaking and tears were rolling down his cheeks. But he said nothing. Baronziah tried a smile. So we both get what we want, eh? I'm to be Queen of Mournhold, and you'll be lord of your own farmstead. She took his hand, smiled at him warmly, genuinely. I'll write you, Straw, I promise. You must find a scribe so you can write me too. Straw shook his head sadly. When Baronziah persisted, he opened his mouth and pointed at it, making inarticulate noises. Then she realised what it was. His tongue was gone, had been cut off. Baronziah collapsed onto a chair and wept noisily. Alright, I think we'll leave it there.
Check if that's the end of the book.
No.
No, it's not. Okay, so we know we have to return to that. Well, say hello and goodbye at the same time to Belorso.
Oh, hello and goodbye to Belorso.
Hello and goodbye to the game?
Yeah, I just pressed map and it crashed.
Well, why would you press map? That was unfortunate. I hope this doesn't become a theme. Belorso is unfortunately leaving immediately, but he'll apparently be watching this in the future.
Ah.
Maybe. We don't know. And he's trying to pretend like he can judge us. Maybe you, not me. I'm above that now. Who else is here? Giles Price has arrived.
Hello, Giles.
Who is reminded of Belorso by two bears outside of the perimeter, polar bears outside of the perimeter wall, who are hugging each other quite ferociously.
Oh, wow, look at the snow out here.
Well, what do you expect?
Oh yeah, I suppose it is Winterhold, isn't it? Let me try pressing the map again. It is M for map, isn't it?
It should be.
Yeah, just in case I was pressing the wrong thing. So yeah, go return the books, and I also want Jzargo's experiment. Jzargo?
Yeah, that's fine.
Jzargo.
Ralph literally just listened to the Prey soundtrack today, and I hope you enjoyed it. I myself have done the same thing recently, and it is quite enjoyable, really.
Let's see, there's nothing.
Also, people were complaining that you've already read that bit, but...
I thought I had read the at least the start of it. First couple of pages. There's
yeah,
nothing
still...
here is there that is...
Also, Jim Hon urges me to get the new Space Engineers patch. Apparently, I will like it. I've already received it, I've already applied it to all the servers we have, and I've come to the conclusion that I still hate Merrick.
Honored companion, how can I assist you?
Wow, they're polite all of a sudden.
Aren't they?
It won't last for long, I'm afraid. Then people randomly started talking about bagels with cream cheese and had a discussion about how gross cheese is. Alright. And I'm not entirely sure, but I think Charles is blaming me for the weird bears outside of his wall. That's reassuring, thank you. Giles Price is now afraid of having nightmares about Belle also being a randy polar bear. Alfie would like to know why cows wear bells.
You're looking at me like I'm supposed to know the answer.
Well, of course you're supposed to know the answer.
So that I know where they are?
Also,
That's
again, Jim Hon, just to call a message into the future.
This
not
is
fun, I hate it.
What does he do?
There he
Jzargo
is.
cannot say.
Hello.
I hear you found some thing in Sartor. You think it could help make me a powerful mage?
I've tested your scrolls.
And? Were they magnificent?
You exploded, remember?
Did I? I can't
Yes, you
remember.
did.
It was a while ago. Were they supposed to explode because they exploded?
No. That was not supposed to happen. But Jzargo is pleased to see that you are here, and not in pieces.
Pleased to see you.
You are a good
too.
friend to have done this. Jzargo will not forget it.
Follow me, I need your help. Why
No,
don't I need his help?
He could be somebody like Lydia now.
Oh,
You've done
I
his
see.
friendship quest, now you're friends, and Lydia can help.
Alright, I don't need to
May you
talk
walk
to him.
on warm sands.
Yeah,
It's a
you
bit
too.
cold outside for warm or sand.
Did I not get like some sort of reward or anything off there now?
Probably
I
not.
hear you
No.
found some thing in Sartor.
Yeah, we've discussed that
You think
already.
it could help
So why
me?
do cows wear bells? Because their horns don't work.
Oh, oh dear.
Alternatively, Tammy Patton, who you haven't greeted yet,
Oh, hello,
suggests
Tammy.
that cows wear bells because they can't hum the tune. Fair point. Alright, back to chat. Potato started counting our crashes already. Blazing Gale is teasing Ralph about his real pun name or something. I don't know. Potato would like to hear your thoughts on the drawing.
Oh, it's lovely.
There might be some minor gripes with the face.
From me.
What? No, from Potato.
Ah. Hang on, I've got another quest to deliver.
You're on a roll today, aren't
I
you?
am.
Please
I
step
am.
in front of the table. I hate it
I don't
when
wanna see
people
you
walk up
treating any of
behind the
these
guy.
books poorly. Are we clear?
Jesus.
Found them.
Hundreds of years have gone into assembling this collection. Well, and you seem to be in one piece.
Yep.
Thank you. I'll look these over and inform Mirabelle if I find anything relevant. Night of Tears, eh? I remember this one. Well, isn't that interesting? Did you read it yourself? If I recall it correctly, that has some interesting implications. You should mention that to Toldir.
Okay.
And here. I suppose you've earned these.
Yay. And no, I didn't read them. I didn't realise I could read them.
Yeah, you missed out on that one.
Damn it.
But you've got some
Ooh.
cool other books,
Haven't
I
I
guess.
just? Yeah.
Also, Alfie warns me there's just been another Space Engineers hotfix that's been released.
Oh.
Guess we'll have to put the stream on hold, right?
Fight well.
Thank you.
She gave me a mean glare.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to steal any of his books. What's the quest marker I've got up?
Well,
Let's
I
just
don't
have a
know.
look at my journal. Good intentions. Oh, I've got to speak to Tolfdir.
You don't even remember who that was.
Is he the guy who we don't trust?
No.
He's like one of the Thalmor or something.
Wow, very convincing. But no. He's your professor.
Oh, hello,
Good
Professor.
to see Skyrim still has such fine people. You give an old man hope.
Ah,
It's always encouraging to see the younger generations embracing education.
well, the old orc in there says I should come tell you a thing.
Did he now? Does he have information about our wonderful discovery?
It's about a book called Night of Tears.
Is that the one about something buried beneath Sarthal? Something that men and Nair fought over? I'll have to make a point of rereading it. I don't recall the details. I just can't seem to tear myself away. Whatever this is, its beauty is like nothing I've ever seen before. If you'd allow me to indulge myself for a moment, I thought I might make a few observations. I'm sure you've already noticed the markings. They're quite unlike anything we've seen before. Aliad, Dwemer, Daedric, not even Falmer. None of them are a match. Quite curious indeed. Now, I'm not sure that you're quite as attuned as I am, given my extensive years of experience, but can you feel that? This marvelous object, it practically radiates magic.
Behind you.
And
Look,
yet it's
never mind in
unlike
front of
anything
you.
I've felt before. Archmage Aaron is already hard at work, and hopefully we'll have more information soon.
I'm afraid I must...
No,
It is urgent that I speak with your associate immediately.
Me?
This is most inappropriate. We're involved in serious research here.
He's showing me his ball.
Yes, I've no doubt of its gravity. This, however, is a matter that cannot wait.
Well, I'm quite sure I've never been interrupted like this before. The audacity. I suppose we'll continue this at some later time, when we can avoid interruptions.
I need you to come with me immediately. Let's go.
Is he the guy that I don't trust?
Yes.
Oh, I don't
You
understand
can
what's going on.
notice by the fact that he's wearing all black
You'll allow
and
me to
leather.
clarify the situation. I'd like to know why there's someone claiming to be from the Sijic Order here in the college. More importantly, I'd like to know why he's asking for you specifically. So we're going to go have a little chat with him and find out exactly what it is he wants.
Aren't you just an advisor here?
Technically that is true, but I still report to the Old Merry Dominion, and I cannot ignore this situation. Don't worry. You can return to your petty squabbles and meaningless research as soon as this matter is resolved.
So in the meantime, Potato really urged you to steal all of the books in the library by just placing a bucket over the head of the guy. Then again, Blazing Gale warned you shouldn't do that. If you steal any of his books, he'll find you a few days later,
You are
and
going
he
to
will
speak
mess
to
you
this
up.
monk and find out why he is here, and then he will be removed from college grounds.
I'm working on some very important research, I assure you.
Good
Very good.
for you. It's alright, he needs a minute to figure out how doors work.
It's those round handles, you know. They confuse people.
I know. I didn't understand them either in my time. Ooh, Lydia, would you mind?
Am I in the right place? No. Well, what do you have me come up here for then?
I'm pretty sure he walked a bit further up.
Oh, okay. Through there?
Yes. Also, to inform you about what's going on in chat and to explain to Giles, people are trying to invent or find out a very messed up pun that involves Blazing Gale's name.
Ah.
And Ralph's mission is to find out what that is, I guess. Anyway,
Please do not be alarmed. I mean you no harm.
Why is it all gone fuzzy in here?
I don't know, maybe he sprayed a water bottle in your eyes.
It is good to meet you in person.
Alright. What's going on? What's happened to everyone?
I'd simply like to talk to you. I've given us a chance to speak privately, but I'm afraid I can't do this for long. We must be brief. The situation here at your college is of dire importance, and attempts to contact you, as we have previously, have failed. I believe it is due to the very source of our concern. This object, the Eye of Magnus, as your people have taken to calling it. The energy coming from it has prevented us from reaching you with the visions you have already seen. The longer it remains here, the more dangerous the situation becomes. And so I have come here personally to tell you it must be dealt with.
What's this got to do with me?
You set this chain of events in motion at Sarthal. You must understand the Psijic Order does not typically intervene directly in events. My presence here will be seen as an affront to some within the Order. As soon as we have finished, I will be leaving your college. I'm all too aware that my arrival has aroused suspicion, especially in Onkano, your Thalmor associate.
Not mine.
Nevertheless, my order will not act directly. You must take it upon yourself to do so.
What exactly is the problem?
As you may have learned, this object, the Eye, is immensely powerful. The world is not ready for it. If it remains here, it will be misused. Indeed, many in the Order believe it has already. Rather, something will happen soon, something that cannot be avoided.
What do you expect from me then?
We believe that your efforts should be directed towards dealing with the aftermath, but we cannot predict what that will be. I fear I have already overstepped the bounds of my order, but I will offer this. Seek out the Augur of Dun Lane here in your college. His perception may be more coherent than ours.
Augur of Dun Lane. Okay, and who is the Augur of Dun Lane?
He was once a student here at the college. Now he is something different.
Where can I find him?
I am unsure. He is somewhere within the college. Surely one of your colleagues must know his location. I am sorry I cannot provide you with further help, but this conversation requires a great deal of effort on my part. Now, I'm afraid I must leave you. We will continue to watch over you and guide you as best we can. It is within you to succeed. Never forget that.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Were you about to say something?
Well, what is the meaning of this?
I'm sorry, I'm afraid I don't understand.
Don't play coy. You asked to see a specific member of the college. Here she is. Now what is it that you want?
There's been a misunderstanding. Clearly I should not be here. I shall simply take my leave.
What? What trickery is this? You're not going anywhere until I find out what you're up to.
I am not up to anything. I apologize if I have offended you in any way.
We will see about this.
I'm not sure what happened. A monk from the Sijic Order. Here after all these years, and then he just leaves. I hope we didn't offend him somehow.
I would have assumed for a magical monk he'd just disappear.
Yeah.
But no, he's taking the stairs like a normal person. Blazing Gale, who I think might have stepped away for a minute, I'm not sure if he's back yet, wanted to know what mod we used to make the college look like that. That would be the Immersive College of Winterhold by Granty Boy 050. I like to spice things up in the college a bit because it's my favourite bit of the game. Anyway, returning to chat.
Yeah?
I'm not sure what
The
just
world
happened,
turned hazy.
but I assure you I will get to the bottom of it.
Okay.
Oopsie doozes. The world turned hazy because you took some skooma.
Ah.
Clearly, according to Alfie. Also, say hello to James Solomon.
Hello, James Solomon. Was it one of these doors I went through before? Yeah.
I don't know, what are you looking for?
I thought I'd go back upstairs and talk to that guy who was talking to me.
Ah,
I think
okay.
But I wanted to follow out that bloke and see if he was up to anything dodgy with the monk.
What you learn here will last you a lifetime.
Would
So
you
hi.
mind
You're talented.
speaking with him from the other side of the table?
No.
Do you have to lean
It's
in
no
his
secret
face
that
like
the college's
this?
reputation in
I
Skyrim
don't
is...
go around the other side of
His
someone's
whiskers
desk.
are probably tickling. Your
Please,
whiskers are
don't do
probably
anything
tickling
to
his
anger
nose.
the locals. They don't need additional reasons to hate us.
Alright, what did this Sijic want?
Beyond asking for you, he never said. Very strange indeed.
Have you ever heard of the Augur of Dun Lane?
Has Tolfdir been telling stories again? I thought I made it quite clear that this was a subject inappropriate for conversation. Please, don't allow him to continue to discuss the subject.
Okay. Indeed. Right, Tolfdir, he was the guy he's our Professor Blokey, isn't he?
Yeah, he probably knows.
Well, according to what's his face up there with the pie.
What's his face with the... He is the Archmage, and Tolfdir's probably still standing by the eye. The big ball in the main hall that you just left.
I was looking at... I've got a quest marker pointing in that
Never
direction.
mind, he might have gone to bed. Which is a fair point. Ralph would like to know, seeing how weed is associated with the time 420, what time would be associated with skooma? Associated.
Weed is associated with the time 420.
Apparently, according to Ralph's comment, it is.
I heard something like that of
Always encouraging
Spidey.
to see the younger generations embracing education.
Yeah, I need to talk to you
The
about
college
a
will be
thing.
here for you no matter what. We always look after our own.
What do you know about the Augur of Dun Lane?
Well now, there's a name I haven't heard in some time. My goodness, it's been years since I've spoken with him. I suppose he's still down in the Midden.
The
but I
Midden.
haven't checked.
That's
Are
like
you
the
going to
rubbish
see
dump.
him? Do tell him hello for me, won't you?
Where's the Midden?
Underneath the college. It's not the nicest place.
No.
So if you go down there, please do be careful.
Rats, I imagine.
Yes.
Yes.
Spiky ice rats.
Ah. Can you tell me more about the Augur of Dun Lane?
Well, I suppose he wouldn't mind. It was all before my time, you understand. I've heard the stories, the same as anyone else. He was a brilliant student, an accomplished wizard. delved into magic in a way none had seen before. But I think he became too focused on just how much power he could acquire. That's what led to the accident.
Accident?
Do you remember what I first told you? About how not being able to control magic could destroy you?
Yeah.
I didn't simply mean it could kill you. The Augur's accident is another very real type of a life destroyed.
Oh.
Well, it's been described as an accident. I can't imagine it was intentional. Something must have gone wrong, and he ended up in the state he's in now, fused to the energies that flow through the college.
Oh.
I've never felt it appropriate to ask him about it, about how that must feel. But I suppose, if he can feel at all.
So he's some sort of, like, ghost type thing. Alright.
Until next time.
So we want to go to the midden.
Lovely. People are talking about, people are comparing the quest line you're currently playing through with a university challenge, like Oxford versus Cambridge.
Ah.
And then they came to realise that it's a bit difficult to do something like that in Skyrim, seeing how there's only one college around here. Then again, Oblivion, according to Alfie, had 3 schools of magic, so that would work. Also,
True.
Potato would like me to make meowing sounds at you. Would you mind pretending to be me and making meowing sounds, so it sounds like I did it, but I don't actually have to do it?
Meow.
Yes, that's clearly
That's
my voice.
kind of how Mir would do it.
Yes,
Meow. If he had
brilliant.
to. Whereas if it was me, I'd go mew.
Stop.
Mew.
You're ruining the illusion.
Mew. Boots. Hand in a box. No, feet in a box.
Ugh, gross.
I wonder if those feet used to be in those boots.
James Solomon suggested a mod that has a community college of magic in it that would be added to Skyrim. Though, according to Alfie, it would be a bit unfair to have the community college playing against, skilled mages from the academy in Winterhold. Sorry, College of Winterhold.
There's a red dot on my screen.
Well, then there's probably a bad guy on your screen sometime too.
I'm guessing.
He might be downstairs, though.
Mm-hmm.
Jalt's Price points out that there's also
Okay.
a bard college, which is correct, but I don't think you could have bards play against mages. That seems a bit unfair.
Right, shall we do top level first and then go down? Ooh, mushrooms. Cure disease?
Apparently I've mispronounced Cambridge.
Only a little. You got it right that time.
Well, if they wanted to be pronounced Cambridge, they should have put an E in there.
Oh, I didn't want the skull, I wanted the mushrooms.
Ugh. But at least they've got a wide range of things on offer here. I mean, it goes from mushrooms to skulls. You don't get that in every supermarket.
Indeed. Should we have a look through
Then
the
again,
store?
this is the garbage dump.
It is.
So you just picked up some garbage mushrooms.
So what, this is some sort of furnace?
I don't know. Blazing Gale has returned and would like to know what he missed.
Where's
Well, I
Lydia?
answered your question.
Lydia?
It's the Immersive College of Winterhold. That's the mod you were
Lydia?
asking about. She's probably somewhere around the corner stabbing something. That's a typical Lydia thing to do.
Lydia! Where is she? Has she got stuck on an edge somewhere?
I don't know. Maybe she's seen the red dot and...
Oh,
Oh, no,
there
there
she
she
is.
is.
What's she doing? Where have you been?
catching a bit of fresh air, seeing how you're running around in sewers?
Oh, it goes out here.
Oh.
This isn't where we came in, is it?
No, it's not. But there's some ladders there.
Yeah, I know. So, what were you fighting up here, Lydia?
I don't know. How about you quickly go up there and find out? So just for the record...
Ah, no, that was where we went in.
Oh. Alright.
Yeah, so just for the record...
What exactly is a university challenge? Is that just
university...
like a sports competition?
It's a TV show, which asks extra hard questions. And
Are universities competing?
Teams, yeah, so you get, I think it's 3 or 4, I can't remember now, from different universities. So you get like a physicist and a language student and a history student or something like that.
Potato's considering starting a webcomic involving you and your friends. Like Boris. I'm afraid it would turn graphic rather quickly.
And you as well, wouldn't it, Mia?
I'm trying to exclude myself from that list, seeing how people like Minty would probably be hanging down from the chandeliers and throwing potato puree around the place. Ugh. Are you going to go down there eventually? Not that I want to rush you.
I just want to make sure that I've got Lydia with me. Yeah, she's with me. I don't know what I'm running into, so, you know, I'm trying to be a little bit careful, because it could be something that... I mean, look at all these bones. It's not as though it's a...
Well, what if people just practice necromancy in here and didn't clean up after themselves?
Oh, there's a skeleton with a bow down there.
Necromancy didn't clean up after themselves, told you.
Is Lydia going to run off and try and deal with him?
No, she's contemplating life at the moment.
Enjoy your last breath.
He's dead. I'm pretty sure he stopped breathing at some point.
Okay. What?
Potato, in contrast to your answer, pointed out that in a university challenge, you get all these smart students and you make them fight to the death.
Right, where did Lydia go? Lydia?
She's just there.
Behind me, okay.
You could see her on the stairs when you were walking up to the door.
Is this a trap?
No, it's a skeleton.
It's just that circular thing. Aha! Hang on a second. Let's just step back a moment.
I don't think it was really a trap, just again, people not cleaning up after themselves.
Quite. Well, we didn't want to set ourselves on fire.
Fair point.
So let's just blast fire at things until we can be sure.
Oh.
What?
Blazing Gale has encountered something rather horrifying. There's a hole in his melon, which clearly can mean only one thing, Sal.
That there was once something in it.
Yes, a worm went through it.
Yeah.
It kinda sounded like you didn't think about worms there.
That looks suspiciously like a hidden door.
Good. Also, say hello to the District Dunker.
Hello, Dee,
who is wondering if you're currently in the midden.
We're in the midden. And I'm on edge. I think it's fair to say.
Don't worry, it's not as bad as a dwarven ruin, so you should be fine. You might just encounter a few creepy things like goats and feet.
Yeah, but I can't see round corners here. It's all very
also
enclosed.
spiky ice rats.
And ice wraiths.
That's one way to put it.
Well, I'm all up for standing around the corner and shooting fire at it until it's dead.
Yeah, I guess that works. James Solomon has a funny idea of what somebody used Blazing Gale's melon for, especially with that hole there, which Tammy Patton doesn't approve of.
I can imagine.
Or she didn't approve of Blazing Gale having to cut away a quarter of an entire melon because of that worm in there. Not entirely sure. Are you afraid of spiders? Asking for a friend, do you?
Me?
Yes, you.
It depends on how much stronger than me they are.
Not really. I mean, you've got a whole Lydia on you.
True.
That's like a mobile artillery cannon for you. I think my analogy is slowly falling apart here already.
Quite possibly.
Also, Didi points out that if you've been stood in that corner there for the past 2 minutes, I'm not entirely sure which corner that was, but it's alright, don't rush her. She's a bit scared after she had to fight big metal things.
Yeah, because I'm level 21, which is a bad level to be. From what I can gather, is every time I hit level 20, or every time you go up a 10, it gets worse.
Blazing Gale points out that James hinted at something that was inappropriate, so clearly we should ban him. If I'd be allowed to ban everybody who would just bring up inappropriate things every now and then, we wouldn't have any stream chat anymore. Which I'd be alright with, but be careful with your wishes, because it could hit you too. That's not how the saying went. Also say hello to Mahula.
Hello, Mahula. Why are people leaving little salt piles around the place?
I don't know, maybe you use salt to make protective circles to keep, I don't know, witches away? What was it that you used salt for?
Slugs?
Slugs. Yeah, that's not quite as fascinating and magical as witches, but alright. Oh, that's a spooky room, clearly.
Well, yeah.
Mahula points out that in the TV show called Impastor, there's a bit about a boy and his melon. I don't think we need further information. I'm not a big fan of watermelons.
What's that?
I'm more of a grape guy. A hole?
Yeah, isn't it?
Probably in the world, so don't stick your finger in it. James Solomon is amused by the idea of me having to teach sex education at school. I'm pretty sure that's what they have biology teachers for, right? It's the biology guy's job. Right? Sal, your silence is not very reassuring here.
Should I get too close to this thing?
Sure, just step up. The worst that could happen is that it starts talking to you. Don't forget you're looking for a spooky ghost that can talk, and that looks spooky and ghostly. Or maybe it's just decorative.
Oh, hang on. Activate the altar. Ritual must be performed after midnight in the light of the Revenant or something. Okay.
Oh well. Guess you'll have to come back here later. DD would be up for teaching sex ed. It is very important, and if you're candid and frank, surely the kids wouldn't find it too funny. I've been in a sex ed class once. If you start with all the deadly diseases, it gets very somber very quickly. I appreciate that. My biology teacher was very blunt about this. And then we had to all leave the room so you could talk alone with the girls, which was unfair.
Where have you been?
I don't know. Probably touching the altar. It's a thing she does. Apparently Mia's now collected 274 grams of salt, which reminds me, you convinced Anubis to get his own mere salt command. Oof.
Ew.
It's a few too many candles. Alright. Giles Price points out that the salt piles around the place are all mine, so you should please leave them alone, Zal. So Blazing Gale was not talking about watermelons, he was talking about the good kind of melon. The very sweet one that is yellow inside. Aren't they just called honey melon?
Honeydew in the
Oh,
UK.
honeydew. Ah, yeah, I guess makes sense. What does the dew stand for?
Dew as in the water that you get on grass in the morning.
Well, the melon is not really dew, it's a melon.
So honeydew means that it's full of water, it's moist.
No, it's not.
A saw. I've never seen a saw before.
Blazing Gale warns us that he'll reveal his horrible pun in about 45 minutes if nobody guesses it.
There's hands on the floor.
Well, I guess the person who left them there will eventually return to pick them up again.
He left his head here as well.
Fair point. Blazing Gale points out that in Hebrew it's called a melon. And Tammy Patton was wondering if he meant a cantaloupe. Ooh, big door.
Yeah.
Something tells me you've taken the wrong turn somewhere.
Well, I was stood up there before.
Oh no, never mind. You might be on the right path still. I always get confused in here.
You still with me, Lydia? Yeah, very good.
Especially seeing how I expanded the midden too. It's a bit maze-like, but I really adored the dimension it added to it.
You added more sewers?
I added more midden, which in turn means more college.
Oh, I see.
I have an unhealthy fascination with this place. And that doesn't look ominous at all.
That looks like something I'd want to eat.
No, you do not want to eat that. James Solomon guesses that Blazing Gale comes from the Greek-Japanese word blazing gale, pertains to God. Which Blazing Gale denies. Blazing Gale comes from the words blaze and gale. Gale is a sudden outburst of violent wind. Imagine that on fire. Scurry, right? How are you holding up, Sal?
Nervous.
That's good. Blazing Gale reminds people that the pun is actually about his real name, Dennis. Probably spelled with 2 N's. Potato is wondering if you've ever had your belt loop get caught on something. It happens too often, and he's wondering if we are suffering from that as well. Sal, did you get your belt ever stuck in a door or something?
In the lift, so the elevator at work, the sort of handrails, they got handrails around the side, which seems a bit weird in itself. But the handrails are sort of they're like a U shape, where the top of the U is pointed towards the wall, and it's really easy to get a belt or a strap or something tucked behind the handrail. So loads of people, happens to loads of people. You go to leave the lift and you find that you're caught there.
I wish people couldn't leave then anymore. And you just get a whole group of people being stuck in the elevator, and then the janitor has to come by and just cut people loose. Well, usually I don't stand that close to objects that my belt loop gets caught in it. But I do have to admit that when I was wearing a dressing gown, the belt of that thing got stuck in a door handle once or twice already in my life. James Solomon is wondering if I said Dennis spelled with 2 N. I did, quite surprisingly. To which Blazing Gale
Your
is...
perseverance will only lead to disappointments. Still, you persist. Very well. You may enter.
I was prepared to not persist.
Chat is laughing too. Oh.
Do I really want to go in here?
He sounds like the Ogre of Dunlane.
I know.
Say hello to him.
I can't.
Well, step up a bit.
So you're the Ogre of Dunlane?
I am that which you have been seeking. Your efforts are in vain. It has already begun. But those who have sent you have not told you what they seek, what you seek.
What do I seek?
You seek that which all who wield magic seek. Knowledge.
No, I'm after treasure.
You shall find this. Knowledge will corrupt. It will destroy. It will consume.
And maybe the odd tickle
Seek
behind the ear.
meaning, shelter in knowledge. You will not find it. The Thalmor sought the same thing, and it shall lead to his end, as it has so many others.
You know, you could say the same thing about treasure.
Thalmor? What Thalmor?
The one who calls himself Ancano. He seeks information about the Eye, but what he will find shall be quite different.
Oh, different.
His path will cross yours in time. But first, you must find that which you need.
This is all very cryptic and everything, and you're obviously very wise, but why don't you just tell me what it is I need?
You, and those aiding you, wish to know more about the Eye of Magnus. You wish to avoid the disaster of which you are not yet aware. To see through Magnus's eye without being blinded, you require his staff.
Okay.
Events now spiral quickly towards the inevitable center. So you must act with haste. Take this knowledge to your Archmage.
Okay.
Alright.
Right. Okay.
I
didn't
guess he
try to
just
eat my
steamed
face or
off.
anything. I'm kind of half expecting the path back to be paved with bad things.
Tammy Patton's guess was that Dennis, if spelled backwards, spells out sinned with 2 N's. You know, like sinning. So clearly that's the pun. I think that's a rather tame pun in comparison to what he's probably alluding to. But I appreciate the addition of the second N. That was very nice of you, Tammy.
I'm expecting something to jump up out of that water or something.
Probably not. Anyway, to move on. Blazing Gale literally doesn't know the ABC by heart, even though he's been speaking English for 10 years. Is that weird?
I have to really, really think about it before... if I've got to put something in alphabetical order, there's a few that I tend to trip up over every so now and then.
I have a horrible tendency of confusing left and right, and if I'm driving a car and the sat-nav tells me to turn either left or right, I have to sit there and form 2 L's with my hand, and the one that's the right way around is left. Every time.
Yeah, I couldn't tell my left. I couldn't remember my left from my right until I learnt to drive. And then it was like the easy way to turn and the hard way to turn. So I know that turning left is easier than turning right. So that's how I know which way left and right is.
Unless, of course, you're in a country where they drive the other way around.
Indeed. So for you it would be the other way around.
Yes, clearly.
Now if I had learnt to drive and been driving on both sides of the road at the same time, I would never have learnt my left from my right. So, is there... this all seems to make me walk all the way back up here and not have to fight anything. Seems a bit odd.
It's just the basement of the college. They wouldn't toss 100 skeletons in there, now would they? The odd Dwemer is alright.
We know that evil is afoot. Well, the odd one, we've only seen one of them. The fact that we've seen one, it's like mice. If you see one, you know you've got
also have
five.
the Ice Wraith.
Ah, that's true. It's true.
See, so clearly we've met our quota.
It's not like
I'm not entirely...
Oh, I forgot to search it for things.
Oh, you can jump down there and just walk around again. It's not that...
Mind.
Alright.
It probably doesn't have anything. Maybe a few gold coins.
So,
I didn't go through there.
Well, go waddle on then. James Solomon points out that Salfordian is an inhabitant or someone born in the city of Salford, not to be confused with a Menk, an inhabitant or someone born in the neighbouring but separate city of Manchester. Salfordian is derived from the ancient Atlantisian word Salfordisians, meaning those who are gods. I'm not entirely sure if that is a truthful definition, but alright. Sal, can you confirm or deny?
Salford's... what?
Yes. Thank you.
Do I need to go that way? Why can't I just come back the way that I came? I think I'm gonna... I suppose I should go this way, shouldn't... Oh no, this is the way I came.
You're already getting confused. Potato often mixes up his Chinese symbols when practicing his reading. That was the way you came.
Alright, so now we want to go this way.
Giles Price is wondering if you can't just make driving universal.
Restoration is a perfectly valid school of magic, and don't let anyone...
Yeah.
If you couldn't just make driving universal by putting the bloody steering wheel in the middle.
Archmage here?
No.
No.
That's one door too far. Go back. Behind the pillar. To the left.
Oh, yeah.
Blazing Gale never had a problem with left and right. Then again, didn't you have problems with reading analog clocks?
I did.
Yes, you did.
Archmage! I've got a thing to tell you.
What you learn here will last you a lifetime. Several, if you're talented.
I got
It's
something
no secret
to tell
that
you.
the college's reputation in Skyrim is tainted.
I've got important things to tell you.
Really?
Big
And what might
ghost
that be?
ball thing whispering about Staff of
I'm
Magnus.
sorry, what?
It was the thing.
I'd certainly love to have such a powerful staff, but I'm not really sure that any of us need it.
I'm suspicious of any wizard who says he doesn't need a powerful staff. But yeah, it's about the eye.
And how do you know of this?
I spoke to a big ghostly ball.
Did you really? And he specifically mentioned the staff of Magnus?
Yep.
I'm impressed with your initiative. Of course, someone will need to follow up on this.
Just make sure that it's not
I
that.
spoke with a big ghostly ball. Did you really now? Carry on. I'm under control.
What's wrong, Mia? You found that
I just
extremely
explained it and I found it really funny.
A most impressive attitude. Keep this up, and you'll do quite well for yourself. Something as specific and ancient as the Staff of Magnus. I'm not sure we'd ever find something like that. I seem to recall Mirabelle mentioning the staff somewhat recently. Why don't you see if she can tell you anything? I'm quite pleased with your progress, you know. You've certainly proven yourself to be more than a mere apprentice. Well done.
I'm a mere apprentice.
This circlet once proved invaluable to me. I hope it can be of use to you now.
I'm not sure that a circlet can really...
But it's a major circlet. Clearly that's nice. Vladdy learned his left and right. The ship way, he's still kinda using it. What's the ship way in left and right? Like, how do you memorize it? Sal?
I don't know.
Oh, clearly you can't just go around stealing his things.
I'm looking.
Or you're stealing already in the future.
It's not stealing.
You're clearly planning on stealing it.
What's a token display?
I don't know. It probably displays tokens.
Shall I press it?
Sure.
Ooh, there's a hooker pipe there. Sarthal amulet display. Kynes token display.
How lovely. Now, where was I?
Alright, so I've got to go find... Is it down or is it up?
So the reason why you can't have a steering wheel in the middle is so that when you want to pass someone, you can see if there are more cars in the front of him. But then again, there were several cars that had the steering wheel in the middle.
Usually ones that didn't have passengers on the side.
For example, according to Giles Price, the Rolls and Thunderbirds has it in the centre. What's the Rolls and
does it?
Thunderbirds?
The Rolls Royce in the puppet cartoon Thunderbirds.
Ah, I've never seen that one.
I think it was 1960s, maybe?
Oh, how nice. Ralph scores really highly on spelling bees in the majority, even in different languages. Well, that's good for you.
Is Thunderbirds the one that has Parker going, "Milady"?
Ugh, jeez.
Oh no, you'd like it, me. Right, let's talk to this one.
Please don't
Mirabelle!
call the Archmage unless it's absolutely necessary.
Yeah, it was really important.
If there are any problems, let me know. It's my job to keep things running smoothly.
The Archmage has told me to talk to you, and that's about the Staff of Magnus.
Well, now that's an odd question. Why in the world would you be asking?
Big ghostly ball.
The Eye of Magnus? I can appreciate that this thing, this orb,
Big
it's
ball.
very impressive, very unique, and definitely worth studying. But let's not jump to any conclusions or assign it importance beyond what we're certain of.
Okay, so the Staff of Magnus?
Well, it's said to be very powerful. Has the capacity to store an incredible amount of magical power, as the story goes. But it's more myth than anything at this point. I've no doubt that it actually exists, but no one has seen it in, what, decades? Longer? I'm not sure. The only time I've heard it mentioned was when those Synod characters showed up some months ago looking for it.
Synod characters? Who are they?
Mages based out of Cyrodiil. They fancy themselves the imperial authority on magic these last few hundred years. My understanding is that all they really do is make noise in an attempt to curry favor from the Emperor. Lots of politics, little magic. I was quite surprised to find them on our doorstep. They seemed amiable enough, but their line of questioning made me uneasy. It became clear they're trying to hoard powerful artifacts, looking to consolidate power.
So no one knows where this staff is?
No one here does. The Synod seemed convinced it was somewhere in Skyrim. They inquired about the ruins of Mzulft, but that's all I remember. It sounded like they were heading there, though they were rather secretive about why. I suppose if you're intent on looking for the staff, there's a chance they might be in Mzulft yet. Just don't expect them to be cooperative.
Okay. What else can you tell me about this staff?
I'm not really sure. Made and used by Magnus himself, if you believe those sorts of things.
Who's Magnus?
I believe
can't
I've
remember.
heard it said that it's the only thing that could adequately contain his power. The sort of embellishment wizards of ancient times loved to make.
Okay. So, which wild goose chase has it led me on to next? Is it trying to leave me out there? Probably.
So to skip a bit in chat because I'm slowly falling behind again.
Uh-huh.
Potato is pointing out that you recognise a hookah pipe and wants to know if you've ever used one before.
Yeah.
Well, that answered quickly. Vladi explains that starboard and port side always sail on the starboard side when entering and leaving port.
Yes.
Well, I guess you'd have to drive a few boats to memorise which side of the boat you actually have ports on.
I'm actually better at starboard and port than left and right.
How?
Port and starboard. I don't know. I think it's because when I was a kid, people assume you can easily learn left and right, so I don't know, somehow I didn't pick it up when I was supposed to, so it became difficult to later. But on a boat, I would have been quite a bit older before I found out about port and starboard. And so it was something that I had to actively memorise, and did so.
So what was left and right out of starboard and the other one now?
Port's on the left, starboard's on the right.
I don't see how this is easier.
Where is the leader of the Dawn Guard? I should have a look and see what other...
The leader of the Dawn Guard is in the lower... by Riften somewhere.
Okay. Cursed Tribe?
I don't know. Probably
Let's have a look.
somewhere. Point in case being Dawn Guard involves vampires, and if you get bitten by a vampire, you turn into a vampire, then you can't go outside anymore without having a bad time.
So... Solitude. I want to find out what else there is around here that I need to do.
Tammy Patton liked Thunderbirds. And Charles Price would like to know if you're trying to say that you're Penelope and I'm Parker.
Was it... Oh, Lady Penelope. Sorry, for a moment there I thought you meant Penelope Pitstop.
What? I'm not familiar with
Help! Help!
What?
Some people will know what I'm talking about.
Am I supposed to say Milady now? Does that cater to their weird...
Penelope Pitstop was a different cartoon,
Jesus.
a much later cartoon, I think, than Thunderbirds, which was... I can't remember who Lady Penelope... I haven't seen that many Thunderbirds. I can't remember who Lady Penelope actually was. Wacky Races, that was it, yeah. Had Penelope Pitstop in it. What was the name of the mob? The something mob. The Anthill mob? The Hooded Claw. I know Penelope Pitstop. I once went to a fancy dress party with a friend of mine who's female, quite short. She's about 5'2", and what's that in meters? Mere, it's like.
I've no idea. I don't measure people in feet.
So, 5 times 30 centimeters.
I don't know. I wasn't prepared for math now.
5 3s are 15.
1 meter 50.
1 meter 50
Wow,
plus
that's a tiny
that
person.
much. Like about 5 centimeters. So what about 155 centimeters? And yeah, so not a midget by any stretch of the imagination, but quite short. We went to a fancy dress party, a costume party, as Penelope Pitstop. That was me, and she was the Hooded Claw. But because the Hooded Claw is supposed to be tall and looming, she took a box so that she could stand on it and loom behind me at appropriate moments. Anyway, Azura's Star, isn't that somewhere around
That's
here?
right around the corner. Either
Okay.
you go to the inn in Winterhold.
Where's Fort Fellhammer? Anywhere around
Well, I
here?
don't know, somewhere. On a side note, Ralph called Tammy the
Windhelm.
biggest smart bum in the stream. And to which Tammy replied with yes. Yes, Ralph, I am. So, yes, she is.
Where's Aventus Arentino?
Giles Price would like me to be an
think they
overlay
drifted.
in stream chat and
Solstheim.
communicate to the deaf ears we might have in sign language what you're saying.
You could do it in interpretive dance.
I'm going to do neither of these things.
The Hujal March. No. Break of Dawn. Where's Mount Kilcreath?
I don't know. By
We'll find out.
Solitude,
Oh, is it? Okay.
I think.
Night Terror. Where's Morvunska?
Mahula remembers that port equals left because of 4 letters. I suppose.
Um,
And Ralph predicts that by the time we finished Skyrim,
Marcus.
we'll be at a kilogram of salt.
Marcus. Archmage Shalador.
Who?
Oh! Find Shalador's writings. He's looking for some writings by the Archmage Shalador so that he can translate them into something useful for the college. He's asked that I attempt to find another copy for him. We'll have a look and see if that's round here. Missing in action. Right, that's somewhere on the northern coast. Forbidden Legend? Where's that? Archmage Galdor was murdered. Don't know where
Potato
that
would
is.
like to know if Salapi Pitstop should be Potato's next project. Sal?
Sure.
There you go.
Killer Jack. Where's Blizzard's Rest? There's lots of blizzards round here.
I don't know. I haven't memorized the entire map of Skyrim.
Dawnstar. Preventus Avancini. Where do I find him? Avanisi.
Probably Whiterun,
Okay.
if I remember correctly.
Find the skooma dealers in Craig's Lane Cavern. That's not somewhere around here, is it? Wylandra's Soul Gem. Return to Svidi. Gotta go to some people. Marketh. Return to Maurice. I think that's in Riften. Verulus about the Hall of the Dead. Don't know where that is.
Does biker mice from Mars tell you anything?
Ah. What?
Biker mice from Mars.
I don't think so. Though it doesn't ring a bell for me.
Alright. Tammy Patton has a friend who plays DCUO, and he made a He-Man for the game. I have no idea what a DCUO is.
Right, show me that one on the map. Where's that?
Potato points out
There.
that your sure sounded fairly unsure, Sal. So clearly you need to say it with a bit more conviction.
Hand leader. 1 second.
It's alright, take your time. Are we not going to Umsluft? Oh, DC Universe Online. That makes sense. God on him.
Where's
Is that friend Anubis?
Again? There, that one. Striking the heart.
It sounds like an Anubis thing to be He-Man.
Where's that one? Oh, that's all the way down here.
Oh yeah, that's right. You walked into that fort a while ago.
Oh, it was the one that was too hard, wasn't it? Yeah.
What?
Ruins of Mzulft. Shalador's writings.
I guess you're waddling around Windhelm in the future.
Yeah, but I'm gonna do all the ones that are kind of close by first. What's this one over here? The Gaulder Legend. Okay, so we
probably picked that up in an inn.
Probably. I think that one is in my miscellaneous.
Tammy Patton points out that Anubis is not He-Man.
No.
Unless, of course, Anubis isn't telling us something. Well, clearly, I should ask him.
Not that one. I can't see where... Alright, find the ruins of Mzulft.
That was easy. We've got a big celestial arrow pointing at it.
Yeah, don't want to do that one just yet. I think we... Oh, hang on, no, that's quite a way away, isn't it? I was going to say we should do this one first. That's where we are, isn't it?
Yeah, that's where you are.
Yeah, so we should do this one.
Hold on.
What?
That's part of a choice. You could either bring the star to Arena, up by the shrine, or you could bring the star to Nelka.
Okay.
Nelika.
And what's the difference?
One of them wants to destroy the star, and the other one wants to repair the star.
Okay, and which one do we side with? Let's ask chat. Nelika or Azura?
Azura is, like a godly person, and she sent you on a holy quest to retrieve her star.
I shall let chat decide while I just...
Well, chat isn't very productive so far. They're just wondering if I'm a womble. What's a womble now?
I wish I could remember the words to the tunes. Something like something about wombling free. A womble on Wimbledon
I imagine
Common
a
a wee.
ball-like furry creature that just
Making
rolls around.
good use of the things that... Oh, Mia, you are a womble.
What do you mean that? What do you mean now?
Wombles were the original recyclers. Making good use of things that they find, things that the everyday folk leave behind.
What on earth is a womble?
So they were sort of hedgehoggy looking creatures.
Wombles?
Who lived on Wimbledon Common, which is like a big wild open green space.
I'm a
on the
furry
edge of
country singer.
London. No. Where's this one map?
Tammy Patton wants you to go to Azura.
Okay.
And Tammy Patton confirms that the He-Man she knows is not Anubis. Well, that's alright, I'm just... Could we please not post these things?
Okay, how many things have I got left on my map now that I want to switch off? So I've got... Should have those two there. Which one are we going to?
Azura.
Azura, okay.
According to Tammy Patton.
Okay.
You can't miss it. Big statue.
Mm-hmm.
Probably got its back turned to you now. So it's easier to stab them.
So, where is that one?
What one?
Oh, it's there. Bring Trollfat and the Daedra heart to Atub. We were around there as well not so long ago.
Yes, but you probably didn't have those things with you back then, and while you were raiding caves, sewers, and graves, you probably found them.
Oh, actually, yeah, it was while we were down there that we picked up the quest. Okay,
Yes.
fine.
And then you haven't come back yet.
Alright. Okay, so the closest ones that we've got on the map to do is these ones. So we've got to go up to the statue, is that right?
Yes.
Okay. Tally ho! Statue's over there.
It looks like a really inconvenient dress she's wearing. She'd probably stumble over it every now and then.
Who's that?
The statue you're looking at.
Yeah. It's got a very sort of 1920s look to it, I think.
Don't think we've reached the 1920... No, hold on. It's the 4th era. So we're in the year 4201 or something like that.
Okay, it's going to be bad times getting up there, so let's be
Pretty
ready.
sure they don't do that in 1,000-year steps. Right? Sal, you read a few books. When do they usually end an era?
At appropriate times. Is that a shop? Or
No, that's an inn.
Frozen Hearth. Why have I got a quest in there? Is that somewhere else?
That's Nelkar. He wants to destroy...
And I took an arrow in the knee.
Took an arrow in his knee.
Wrong direction, by the way.
Oh, is it? I was just following the quest markers. So to get up there, I need to go this way?
Yes, there's a mountain path to your left.
Ah.
I'd be a lot warmer and a lot happier with a belly full of meat.
There's a gate. Big stony gate in the distance.
This one?
It's much easier to reach the statue from over there.
Okay,
If you go the left way around, you have to walk all the way up to the front, and then you have to walk the mountain path up that leads there.
Aha.
Potato...
Is Lydia with me?
Yes, probably. Liked Betty Boop.
Betty
No,
Boop. Yeah. The dark hair.
Okay. Child Surprise liked Johnny Bravo and Ed, and Eddie. Also Dexter's Laboratory. And Salt. Bloody liked Salt. Something that I have 277 grams of now.
This is proper wildlands, isn't it? So, where's the...
To the left.
Do I go up this way?
Yeah, just follow up the mountain there. You can hardly miss it. Still, big statue in the distance.
I've got to make sure that I find a path, though, that Lydia can walk up as well.
Oh, she'll be fine.
You say that, and then she'll get stuck on something, and I'll have to go back for her.
There's a very even path here. She'll manage. Tammy Patton points out it's a hazy shade of winter. I'm not sure if that's a good thing.
The bangles!
What now?
There was someone else before the bangles.
What are the bangles now?
They were a pop group.
A pop group. Yeah, that's right. You're
love
still
my
wearing
helmet.
that ugly helmet.
Yeah. It looks cool.
I just tried to say ugly and helmet at the same time and it turned into Almi.
Is that the path up there?
No. Hold on, I lost track of where you went.
Okay, so you see where we are?
Yes.
Do I have to walk around here to there?
I think so.
What
That
was
looks
wrong
like-
with that path?
That's all the way on the other side.
But it looks like a proper path, whereas this looks like...
I think we had the same discussion the last time we tried to walk up that mountainside
We
too.
haven't walked up this mountainside.
Yes, you had to, otherwise you wouldn't have the quest. You picked it up there.
So I keep walking
Sure.
round? Until I hit the path, maybe? I don't remember coming this way before. Are you sure we've been up here?
Yes. Again, really, you had to be up there to get the quest, if I remember correctly. Also say hello to Max Clay,
Hello, Max Clay.
who says moop. I'm not entirely sure what's telling us, what hidden message is in there, but I'm happy that you can appreciate it.
Moop's good for me.
I don't know what a moop is.
I think it's a form of greeting.
Fair point. Giles Price is wondering if a cat wouldn't just freeze to death in this blizzard.
Oh, isn't that a bad thing?
Well, it's just a big bear.
It's a big bear looking at me funny.
Oh! Alfie is with us again.
Hello, Alfie.
Or at least he's...
And there's a wolf. Go on, fight each other.
No, they're forming an alliance to kill you.
So I see. I only want to take one on at once, ideally.
Well, just let Lydia deal with both of them, really.
Well, you know, I've got to make sure she survives, haven't I?
Ooh, that's a sturdy bear.
Yeah, I know.
Anyway,
that's why I was a
while
little
you're
worried
having
for her.
fun playing with that cuddly creature there, Alfie points out that by the time of Skyrim, it has been 4,451 years since the founding of the first era.
Mm.
Oh, so I was right. Then again, where do these 200 additional years come from? Did one era go on a bit longer than expected?
Yeah, eras are marked by events rather than specific passings of time.
Fair point. Tammy Patton points out that the cat would not freeze in this blizzard with fire coming out of its hand at all times.
Yeah, that's why I keep my fire, so it's like, you know, keeps my hands warm.
Fair point.
Alright, so I want to
You
be
can zoom in.
slightly to the... No, I can't. I want to be slightly to the right. So this way. Probably up there, I'm going to
Oh, look, that's a perfectly fine path right there. Max Clay points out that moop means whatever you want it to mean.
Yeah.
So I could turn it into an insult and then be really upset with you and send you to the baby timeout jail.
No, because it means something different for me, so you couldn't think that, mate.
Oh. Alright.
What's this? And is there anything that I can search?
So the first
on
era was 2,920 years long. The second era was 897 years long. The third era was 433 years. And the fourth era, Dragon Crisis, starts at year 201.
Do I raid this? Is it a bad thing to raid this?
Well, if somebody just left it out here, you take it. If they didn't want it to be stolen, they could have at least left a sticky note saying, "Excuse me, I'm still using this."
There's...
What now?
Oh boy!
Well, he didn't live long.
Yeah, we'll sort him.
Also, say hello to Will Ezekiel.
Hello, Will!
You can't be so excited about him arriving.
Oh, we haven't seen Will for ages.
Yeah, that's a fair point, but now the other people are getting jealous because they just got a simple, oh, hello. And he gets a, wow! Will is here! Yes! Hi! That was a perfect impression of Sal.
Of course it was.
So Ralph... No, hold on. Blazing Gale points out that Ralph should double the IS in Blazing Gale's name and read out what you get in 2 parts. Dennis is? That's not very helpful. Not a very good pun.
Okay, so I've still got to go all the way around here to get to there. There isn't a way up, is there, apart from that road there?
Yes.
Yes, there isn't.
Yes.
Okay. So I want to stay to the right. Was that just you tripping over skulls?
Probably. Alfie isn't jealous because he got 2 hellos already. Well, Alfie is a decent person and probably doesn't get jealous over something so minor as a hello. And Will Ezekiel has been away for a while. He hasn't had much opportunity to catch up with the stream, but huzzah and hooray, says he.
Ah.
Max Clay knows how to get Daedric armour. That's a good thing, but unfortunately I'm afraid if you tell us where to find it, I couldn't really relay it to her, because she's got a strict policy of no spoilers for her. She'd like to experience the game for herself.
Yeah. The only thing
What are you doing? You're walking down again.
Well, that's not the way up, is it?
It looked like the way up.
No, it didn't. Look on the map. So
You're clearly off the beaten path now.
You're right. I need to go back the way I came.
Oh, I told you. Giles Price is also wondering where you're going. Clearly the wrong way. Sheesh.
But that way up there is the way to the dragon. Which isn't where I want to be going.
Well, yeah, that's because you were supposed to go up by the cave.
Well, I didn't know where that was.
Ooh. So apparently the horrible, horrible pun, mind you, pun is supposed to be funny, and so far I don't really see a joke there, from Blazing Gale, is that if he adds another IS to his name, he's called Den Isis.
Oh, it was in the terrorist group.
I mean, yes, sure, but that's quite a leap, and if you've had people making fun of you because of that, you've got very uncreative bullies. Like, really. Give them a coupon for an acting workshop. Or a comedy improvisation club, because that is just poor. Really. See? Perfectly fine path.
Yep, I'm happy with this path. I need to keep heading to the left. So somehow or other I need to end up over here.
Giles Price would like to know if I'm like the big brother of chat.
There.
No, I'd rather not be directly related to you.
Well, chat, you asked for that one. You set yourselves up for that one.
I'm pretty sure they'd also rather not be related to me, because otherwise family reunions will get really awkward.
Who are they all fighting? Oh, it's an ice wolf. It's a bigger one than the others.
It's 2 of them. Would you mind stepping aside so Lydia can stab them things too?
Oh, Lydia, don't just try shooting them.
It worked.
Yeah, it did.
They're falling down.
They weren't actually as tough as all that.
Yes, I'm aware what ISIS is. I'm just pointing out it's not very funny so far.
What were they fighting? A snow fox?
Dennis was funnier in that context, by the way. Well, I'm really rude to your joke here. In fact, and I don't say this lightly,
he does.
People comparing your name with a knob end earlier on was funnier than this.
Did you just say knob end, Mia?
What do you want me to say?
It sounds funny when you say it.
Thank you. Giles Price has a question. Do you think you or me would last very long if we were thrown into the Big Brother house?
It depends on what was staked on the outcome for me, I think.
Sal?
What?
Don't tell me you're currently walking down the other side of the mountain.
I'm on the path.
Oh, you're on the path. Never mind. It looked like you were going downhill, and that's not good.
I'm following the path.
I'm not entirely familiar with the Big Brother house concept, so do viewers get to vote who gets thrown out?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I mean, I'm sure the public could throw me out within enough time for sure. Horse. Ooh, horse hide.
Don't eat the horse.
No, just skinning it.
Ew.
Looking to see if anyone's like, these bodies just left lying around here. I might as well relieve them of their potions of healing.
Please excuse the delay in reading out chat. I noticed that I'm a bit behind again, but Ezekiel would like to know what the current objective is. What are you doing?
Doing all of the things in and around Winterhold.
So to summarize, we're currently slowly on our way back to Whiterun.
Ooh,
but more specifically, we're currently trying to walk up to the statue of Azura to hand in Azura's star.
Yes.
So to get rid of that garbage.
Alright, map. Okay, so slightly to the right and sort of straight on, so it's this way.
Max Clay sends you another meep, which just means follow your instincts.
Meep meep. Oh, that's the Roadrunner, isn't it? Meep meep.
Congratulations. Have some minor applause here.
Some strange looking geological formations there. Am I off the path again? Am I on the path? This doesn't look like a path. Alright, where am I? Oh, yeah, as long as I keep going, I'm fine.
It looks like there's a perfectly fine path to your right, but carry on. Oh, you found it again.
Mm-hmm. Uh-oh.
Lydia! Step aside! It's a bear. You can call it by its name, really. Blazing Gale points out that his pun was morally horrible. Which is alright, but it still wasn't a very good pun, now was it? Anyway, I have apparently now collected 278 grams of salt, which I guess I deserve.
How much do goat horns weigh?
Ralph thinks that his joke isn't that bad. No, it is that bad. I don't like it. I didn't find it funny. Now, calling the big ghost ball thing in the basement a big ghost ball thing, that was funny.
Maya has a very specific sense of humour.
Yes. In the meantime, Potato points out that, as you said, I like this path. Quickly led to a weird cat, and Lydia number 3642 were found dead near Azura's star. Though they have Azura's star on them, they were found dead probably near the statue.
Have I really been here before? Or do I? Oh! You gave me a cinematic for toasting a rabbit?
I didn't even see that there was a rabbit.
Can I cook it with my fire? No. Let's just take that in case we need to leave a gift.
Giles Price seems to be on the verge of committing suicide upon me mentioning Whiterun. I think they're really desperate about going back there. There was some stairs.
Where?
On the other side.
Yeah, we shouldn't be going back to Whiterun for some time unless something takes us there for a reason.
So, Potato has another fictional scenario in which the Big Brother house says the NidTubers are going to be live in this house together till one remains. To which I apparently say, this is going to be easy. And the host says, and I'll introduce our guest joining the show, Crazy Potato. To which I reply, get me out of here, please. Anyway, I'd suggest you save.
Okay.
Just to make sure. Also, that gives me a few more minutes to catch up with chat.
Okay. Come on, we'll just hang around down here.
Skipping, squicking. Will Ezekiel says, quick warning, fighting. Oh, hold on, that's a bit of a spoiler.
I am quite happy when someone says, I don't think you're quite up to this, or there's a big fight ahead.
Up for this.
So I can, save. May adjust it. Alright, are we ready?
I'm sure, but just as a warning from Will, this thing that you're about to run into involves a bit of fire, so take potions of resistance with it if you can. I don't think so.
I have a draft of resist fire.
Oh, you do?
I probably stole it from somewhere.
How nice. I guess that's all you really need. Giles Price is wondering if you're lost.
I was, and now I am found.
Good.
Alright, let's go. Is there anything I can steal before I get involved in fire and things? No? Do I get ready to run down the hill again, or what?
Oh, just talk to her. It'll be easy.
You don't think that there mightn't be some, healing potions around here, maybe?
Probably not.
Flour, apples, whatever it is that you need to live up on the side of a hill in the snow, I guess. Flour and apples. Alright, here we go.
Azura's star. I knew the Lady of Twilight had sent you for a reason. Hand it over to me. I will ask Azura to restore the star to its original purity.
Okay.
Oh, we're talking to God. This is going to be loud.
Okay. Take it.
I will commune with Azura. Azura, Mother of Roses, Goddess of Dusk and Dawn, your chosen champion has returned your star to you.
Are you
She
considering
wishes to speak to you
pickpocket her?
Please, place your hands on the altar.
No?
And you will hear her voice.
Okay.
Oh, now don't be mean, Blazing Gale. Just because you have...
Greetings, mortal.
Whoa!
Wanted.
You have followed my guidance through the veils of twilight and rescued my star from Malin Varen. But his soul still resides within, protected by his enchantments. Until he is purged, my artifact is useless to you.
Okay, is there any way to cleanse it?
Eventually, the star will fade back into my realm in oblivion. But I doubt you have the 100 or so years it would take to wait. No, only one option remains. I will send you inside the star.
What?
You will banish Malin's soul there. Tell me when you are ready, mortal.
Can I bring Lydia? Oh. Can I bring Jzargo?
Nah.
Well, I've got no choice. I just have to say enter.
Have faith, mortal. I will be watching over you.
So here's a quick tip. Try to stay behind pillars.
Okay. And when do I use my draft?
When the guy with the fire shows up. He's not the guy in the edgy black armour, really.
Oh, this is not...
This is unreasonably bright, but I guess this is what a star looks like from the inside.
I mean, no, it's just a bit difficult because these are colours I can't see very well.
Oh.
It's blues and greens.
Oh. Step aside.
I have stepped aside. Actually, Mia, would you mind awfully fighting this one for me?
Oh, yeah.
It's just that I'm finding it quite difficult to make out what's the edge. Like, I can see as I'm stood here.
That's alright. Just step
I can
aside.
see the edge of a path.
And now we'll probably create an echo.
Okay, there you go, Mia.
Thank you. I'm not ready for this, by the way. What magic did you have again? Because I'm a magical person.
I'm not a magical person.
I am aware of...
You just have to run
You
up...
have 4 destruction spells! That's alright, I can deal with it.
Just run up and hit
I'm
him
not
with your
running
axe.
up to him! He has a fireball, and that's not even the main guy. Would you mind? Ouch! Prick. Oh, right, that's not the sprinting button. Ow! Would you mind? Excuse me, I'm stepping aside for a bit.
You might want to get your healing out.
I'm aware. Oops, that was not the right button.
Mia's pressing all the buttons.
Alright, what was the healing button?
F2.
Yes. This
Wow.
might take a few minutes.
You nearly died there, Mia.
Phew, I'm aware. I haven't triggered the ring of reviving yet.
You might have plenty of potions.
Arrows.
Oh yeah.
Woo! Ouch. Excuse me, I've got a mouse in my screen there.
Oh, that's because... Oh, Mia, you tabbed in and out.
Oh no, oh, this is not going well. Very bright in here.
You might actually have to stop the game and start it again.
I know, we're so close to the end now.
Oh, wow, we are, aren't we? Can we actually complete this in the time
I'm
available?
not sure, but your sprint button doesn't work. Hold on. That was the wrong button. What was the shouting button? Quick!
Yeah, the only way to fix it is to...
Ah! I shouted! Would you mind? I'm in the middle of something, you prick! Alright.
You've not many health potions.
I'm aware of that, and this isn't even the main guy. Thank you. Maybe I shouldn't be crouching.
You're crouching?
I was trying to sneak up on him and shoot arrows in his face, but that didn't work. Oh, I'm already at full health. How did that happen? That mouse is really annoying.
Yeah, you have to reboot the game to get rid of that, mate.
It's alright. I can't see anything here either.
Do go into the lights, says Tammy.
I'm trying to. I can vaguely see them there.
Tabbing in and out doesn't work, Dennis. Unfortunately. It's
I just tried.
Yeah. The only way you can fix it is to reboot. No, genuinely, it's an OBS thing.
Oh no! Oh no! No, no, please go away! I'm a bit busy here! This might take
Yeah, it doesn't... If you've got OBS running, then the only way you can get rid of the extra cursor is by rebooting. Unfortunately. It's a Bethesda game being a Bethesda game. Yeah, it's because of OBS. I mean, I know it does that even when you're not got... But... Yeah, it's, when you've got OBS running, it's just not fixable.
Oh no. No, please step aside. Please go away. I don't have enough pillars here. Stop it. No.
F3 for arrows.
I am aware. This is my life now. It's just really bright. They don't actually hit me. Oh no, he could. I'd be happy if they'd be standing still. Still there. Oh no, 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 no. Go away, go away, go away. Ouch. Cheesing it. I said step aside, please. Okay.
Oh dear.
I'm alive. I'm fine.
Oh, well, how about... Hang on, Mia. It's so close to the end of the stream. This might be a nice place to stop it.
All right. We almost had him.
And then we'll start that again next time.
I don't think Sal actually has warding magic that would work against the fireball spell.
I don't think I've got any warding magic, have I?
You have one. Tolfty had taught you one.
Oh, did he?
I know that I could use lightning to drain their spell, but all they're magical. But all she has is sparks, and I can't spark them to death. Should I try again?
No, we've only got 5 minutes till the end of the stream. You wouldn't do it 5 minutes.
I could try. It's a challenge.
No.
Oh.
No. No.
Okay, fine. I'll just beat you and Sad over here by the edge.
Just find a good place to end the stream, which doesn't look like there.
Well, you just saved. And that looked like a good place where you saved. So I don't really need to save again now, do I?
True. Yeah. Alright. So we shall check this clip from your stream.
Can people make clips from your stream?
Let's see.
You wouldn't be able to listen to it anyway.
Yeah, but if I click it, then I'll have it on and I can play it.
Well, I could just leave chat open
and click it then.
Oh no.
There we go. Right, so I've got it open on my screen and paused so that I can have a look at that in a bit.
I hate you.
Why?
Read the title.
Mia says something rude. That's when you said Bellend. Oh, fabulous. Oh, it's saved in my clips already. Oh, fantastic. I didn't even know how that worked.
You just shrugged me, Lydia.
All right. Well, I think we're...
Actually, hold on a second. Before we end, let me quickly save in a more convenient position. Yes, my lady, go away. Here, have it. I don't want it.
I will commune
yes.
Azura, Mother of Roses, Goddess of Dusk and Dawn.
Yeah.
Your chosen champion has returned your star to you. She wishes to speak to you.
Yes.
Herself.
Greetings, mortal. You have followed my guidance through the veils of twilight and rescued my star from Malin Varen. But his soul still resides within, protected by his enchantments. Until he is purged, my artifact is useless to you.
Yeah. Is there any way we can...
Eventually, the star will fade back into my realm in oblivion. But I doubt you have the 100 or so years it would take to wait. No, only one option remains. I will send you inside the star. You will banish Malin's soul there. Tell me when you are ready, mortal.
Yes, wonderful.
Ah, I see. And then you're going to save it there.
Brilliant, right?
Uh-huh.
Thank you.
I thought you were going to end up being zapped straight into the star, and I was thinking about, how are we going to read the start of the book?
While being under fire?
Yeah.
We're right.
But I think we're okay where we are, aren't we?
Do I end it now, or do you still want to do something?
No, I think we shall, we'll end it here. And, yes, we'll come back next week. This time next week, 2 hours earlier, for some more Skyrim. Or come back on next Wednesday for
Hold on, I have a riddle for chat.
Okay.
What would you rather have? Shady business or group fun with a dragon? That's important and vital to me. Yeah, Potato would like to know the new Stream game.
Well, we were going to test first, weren't we, before?
Yeah, I know, but I'd just like to hear vague opinions.
How did you describe it? Shady business or...
I thought I said shady fun.
Shady fun or group fun with
divine
group
with shady business and group fun with dragons.
Well, it's mere, so it's unlikely to be an orgy.
Why would you think
Divine dragon.
Big green, red, or black bees. Looks kind of like a
group
lizard.
Fun.
And spews
Potato
fire.
says group fun.
Okay.
But we actually...
I'm starting to see a pattern here, but it's a Tammy pattern.
Alfie says shady business.
Thank you, finally somebody with taste.
Velosso's still here. He lied a little. Peekaboo.
Well, that wasn't very helpful.
Uh-huh. And so, yes, we shall tell you later, Potato. But we just need to test, because we just need to check and make sure that the game that Mia was referring to...
As an example, when I tried streaming Spore, for some odd reason, we had weird texture glitches every few minutes. And we wouldn't something that to randomly happen with the next stream game I choose.
So we've got we have two.
Giles
two
Price
things.
wants to have both.
He wants a shady business dragon orgy. Yeah, so we've got two games in mind.
No, he clearly put a then in between. So
Will votes for the knob end.
Okay, yeah, that's it. I'm going to the stream now. Goodbye.